Hi guys, this is Candace with Bombshell Budget, and I'm going to show you guys kind of a basic blush technique, just using creams. I do like powder blushes as well, but I really like creams because I feel like it gives you kind of that dewy look, and blushes, cream blushes tend to stay on longer than powder blushes and not really dry out your skin or bring out any pores or anything that you don't want people to see. So I'm also going to show you how I bring out my cheeks with contouring with using darks and lights. So I'm going to start for my, I actually always start with a little bit of contouring. I'm going to use my bronzer or my bronzing technique with actually a foundation stick by Bobbi Brown. I love these foundation sticks because the texture feels so nice. It's really creamy and thick, so it stays on, but it's really easy to maneuver. Unlike a basic bronzer or darker color of blush powder, this is really easy to maneuver, and it's a foundation, so it looks really good on your skin. So this is just a foundation stick, and this color is really dark. It's actually Warm Almond 6.5, and I like to start with a really, really dark color for contouring my cheeks, because what I do is actually blend it out to lighten the color, but I like to start it really dark to actually really create that shadow and that line that you want under your cheeks. So with this, I'm actually going to use a sponge that I use for dark colors. I'm going to kind of use the corner of the sponge. And so you can find your natural cheekbone line. You just do the fish face, if it's hard for you to tell. For me, it's right here. So for when you're just starting out trying to do this, you can do that face to find that line. And we're going to start drawing like this all the way back. Now it looks crazy at first because you really, really, really want to find that line where you want that shadow. And this is just going to give you a really nice cheek shape for the color and the highlight that you're going to put on your cheek. So this, I'm going to actually go down just a little bit to give you a really like sucked in model look. And now, once that line is there, I'm going to start blending. But first I'm going to do it to the other side. So start where you can find under where your cheekbone is, go back. And again, I love using cream for my bronzer because it's just so easy to maneuver. You can't really mess up with it, and it never looks cakey, unlike powders. Okay, so this is my basic start. So now I'm going to take the clean side of the edge of the sponge, and I'm just going to go up and blend it. You can also do this with a makeup brush. So I'm going to blend, 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 and then kind of just pat it. That's for the top part. For the bottom, I'm going to use the same brush that I used for my foundation, and I'm going to swirl and blend. Just like that. So you have like a nice line and shadow. Again, you can always make it darker if you really, really want that like structured look in your face. So that's that side. Do the same for this side. I'm just going to kind of pat it on the top, blending it upward. And it's okay to go a little higher just to get that bronzy look that it's going to be under your blush anyway. Then pat, 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 pat. Same foundation brush that I used for my foundation. I'm going to swirl the bottom just a little bit, not taking away the line, but just blending it in. And then for the front right here, you can really swirl it because you don't want any sharp line to be exposed. Same thing over here. And there you go, you have instant cheekbones. I'm going to do a little darker on this side to be even. Sorry, it's so hard to like do this with my camera, but hopefully you guys can see it very well. Okay, so there you go. You have, this is my contouring for my cheeks. This is just a basic cheek contour that I do for any color of blush that I want, or bronzer that I'm going to put on top of it. Today I'm going to use a cream blush by MAC because I want that same illuminating effect that the other cream frost that I use, the Pearl Frost. I want that effect that I do with my preparation on top of my cheeks. And what's awesome about this is that it's still like that sweet pink color that you want from blush, the light pink color. But this is just going to actually blend in beautifully with the darkening that I did on my cheek because it's a cream as well. So what I'm going to do is just swirl with my finger. And I'm going to start at the top of my cheek and dab it. And we're just going to dab like that. Going in the front, and then we're going to go across like this. And see, it's a pink, but it has all those light catchers that we love. And then you're going to go into the contouring, just like that. Same on this side. And you can basically do the same technique for the daytime too, just don't go as dark with the contouring. But contouring is good for anytime, anywhere. And there you go. Shiny, pretty, glowy cheeks for evening or day. In this case for me, it's evening. And then if you want, this is good, or if you want a little bit more of structured effect, just take your sponge, go over your cream bronzer, and just kind of slightly dab where you'd want it to be a little more bronzed and defined. And I'm going to take my finger, the same finger that I used for my blush, and dab over it. And to clean it up, I take my foundation brush and just kind of swoop underneath to make sure that there is no bronzer out of place. I'm calling it a bronzer, but it's really a foundation stick. But I'm using it as bronzer, so I don't want you guys to be confused. And then, there you go. Instant cheekbones. So that's just my basic structured cheekbone look for any time during the day. Thank you for tuning in, and I will have more videos coming to you guys, so please stay tuned. It's Bombshell Budget, bombshellbudget.tumblr.com. Bye!